Chers auditeurs,
Dear listeners,
bonjour.
welcome to Comme d'Archi Podcast Season 6.
Saison 6, dans le monde fascinant des architectes.
And in the architectural projects.
Je suis Anne-Charlotte Deponte, passionnée d'architecture et docteur des universités en histoire de l'archi.
I am one of the spokespersons of Anne-Charlotte, who is a PhD in architecture history.
Merci
Thank you
d'être avec moi aujourd'hui.
to be with us today.
Et
And
maintenant,
now,
lundi en français, place au talent.
and Wednesday, let's talk projects. In English, of course.
Bienvenue dans Comme d'Archi.
Dear listeners, this is Esther on behalf of Anne-Charlotte. Welcome to this new Comme d'Archi in English with a focus on two very interesting projects. One concerning Châteaux Escot, which produces Médoc wine, one of the best wines in the world, and the other is the historic Château Grand Marnier. But first, a few words about the A40 agency, the author of these architectural projects, and the text about these projects that we are presenting to you today. The A40 agency is located in Bordeaux and is rooted in the terroirs. Whether it is its land or foreign land, it perceives the lines of force to make a project there. Gwen Marien, its founder, writes, and I quote, "For an architect, the limits of the discipline do not exist. Everything is architecture, and for A40, acting as an architect is first and foremost about seeking to understand a place, capturing its genius loci, grasping every aspect of a history shaped by people, and perhaps even more so by its soil, its vegetation, the course of the sun, and the direction of the wind. Steeped in this humus, we can then consider setting up a school, a factory, a town hall, etc., on a plot of land. And this time we will need to know everything about it and understand how it will function in the future. The flow of goods and people in and out in an uninterrupted ballet will together build a narrative, whose purpose will be a form, an architecture. For it to operate, to seduce, to satisfy both economic and aesthetic needs, it must be implemented by passionate specialists. We choose them carefully. Competency, enthusiasm, and the will to excel guide us, as do a concern for low impact and a constant desire to improve the conditions and experience of those who will live and prosper in the places we build and restructure. To ensure that they enjoy themselves, we give everyone access to natural light and make sure that everyone knows where they are in the building. Our ambition is for everyone to be connected to the world and feel at home in it. Satisfying this ambition requires precise knowledge of the areas, technical know-how, and a passion for people, which makes architecture a mission. Successful architecture brings happiness to everyone, and, dare we say it, first and foremost to us. But sharing the pleasure is perhaps simply the goal of all architecture." End of quote. The agency is involved in many projects on sites as diverse as the abattoir in Limoges, those next to Toulouse, or even the landscaped grounds of a luxury home. Now, let's move on to the two projects by the A40 agency that we wanted to present to you. Châteaux Escot, l'Espar Médoc, 33. At Châteaux Escot, A40 is leading an ambitious and multifaceted transformation. The 17th century estate, partially modified in the 20th century, is being reimagined as both a high-quality guest house and a modern winemaking site, becoming a new architectural landmark in the Médoc. The heart of the project lies in the restructuring of the Chartreuse, soon to become an exclusive guest house with 12 luxury rooms, reserved for the owners and their distinguished guests. The interior spaces are entirely redesigned, complemented by the addition of a contemporary tower seamlessly integrated into the chateau's historic silhouette. Beyond the hospitality offering, the estate is also undergoing a complete overhaul of its production facilities. The former buildings will give way to 5 new volumes with minimalist forms, arranged in a U-shape to support a doubling of the estate's production capacity. These new spaces are designed to be spacious, ergonomic, and highly functional, enhancing the workflow of the staff while offering visitors the unique opportunity to observe the winemaking process from outside through large panoramic openings. The entire project is rooted in a sensitive dialogue with the surrounding landscape. From the layout of the park to the positioning of the new buildings, every choice reflects a deep respect for the site's ecosystem and seeks to provide an immersive experience aligned with the spirit of Châteaux Escot. Outdoors, a landscaped area is being created to host open-air exhibitions, performances, and events, turning the estate into a true cultural destination. Traditional materials anchor the architecture in local heritage. Charente stone, oak cladding, lime plaster, and terracotta roof tiles evoke the timeless elegance of the Médoc region. Meanwhile, refined lighting design, both indoors and outdoors, underscores the project's contemporary ambition and mirrors the precision of the estate's winemaking facilities. The construction has been planned in 2 phases to avoid disrupting the vineyard's activity, with local contractors carefully selected for their expertise in both historical renovation and viticultural construction. The production buildings are set for completion in summer 2025, with the Chartreuse following in 2026. Château Grand Marnier, Bourg-Charentes, 16. In Bourg-Charentes, A40 is designing a new visiting center for the Campari Group, within the château where the famous orange liqueur Grand Marnier has been produced since 1880. The project includes the renovation of the historical building and the creation of a museum whose aesthetic language and visual identity echo the essence of the liqueur and its new owners. Charente stone meets timber-framed ceilings. On the floor, a red line guides visitors from room to room, from storytelling to tasting. The atmosphere is restrained, the product rich and storied. Set high above the landscape, this new experience-native space offers a belvedere view, enhanced by the museum's glass architecture, like a bubble suspended above the land, revealing and magnifying the surroundings. Completion is scheduled for 2027. Dear listeners, thank you for your faithful listening. We hope to have made you dream with these 2 projects that touch on heritage in all its forms. Let's meet again next week for a new Comme d'Archi in English. And until then, take care of yourselves. Goodbye.
Thank you for listening. And thanks to the sound engineer who was collaborating with us today. Don't forget to tune in to our previews on Instagram at Comme d'Archi Podcast. If you enjoy this podcast, don't hesitate to promote it by giving it 5 stars and a little comment on Apple Podcast or on your favorite podcast platform. And above all, subscribe to listen to all of our episodes for free. See you soon, and until then, take care of yourself.